Good morning. It is a beautiful fall day and I just dropped Ellie at preschool. So today is a preschool day, so I get the entire day to myself, which is always a treat. So I'm gonna head into the gym, get my workout in, and then we're gonna do some very fall things today, which I'm very excited about. So my plan is to head up to Trader Joe's, and the closest Trader Joe's to me is about 25 minutes away. I don't know, for some of you that may feel close, others of you that may feel like a trek. For me, it's a little bit of a trek, so I don't normally go up that way. I don't know, maybe once every week or two, I go up in that direction. So I am gonna make a trip up to Trader Joe's today because Trader Joe's has the best fall goodies and flowers and pumpkins and treats and snacks, and I don't know. I love Trader Joe's at any point, but in the fall, it's definitely the best. So we're gonna head there, and then I would love to find some fall candles, just make my home feel a little more fall-y. So that's the plan for today, and I'm very excited to take you along. Got my pumpkin cream cold brew. I have tried other pumpkin variations of this and nothing comes close to the cold brew. It just is superior. I've got my fall essential and I am ready for Trader Joe's now. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world. You can have all this world. We made it to Trader Joe's, but y'all, oh, God is so good. I love spending time in worship when I'm driving, especially when I have like a 20 to 30 minute drive somewhere and I can go through a few songs and just, this is like prime worship time. And I think for a long time, I used to view spending time with the Lord as it had to be, you know, at 6 a.m. with my coffee and my Bible, and it had to look a certain way, but it really doesn't. And I've started really trying to incorporate spending time with the Lord into everything that I do. So when I'm driving, when I'm folding laundry, I am worshiping, I'm in prayer. I want my day to be saturated with Jesus. And now I'm at Trader Joe's and I just feel so full. My heart is so full, and I'm just so excited for Trader Joe's. Also, I had to share about this cozy little waffle pullover. It is my new favorite thing. It's from Aerie, and I got it a couple weeks ago, and I feel like I need it in a couple more colors, but I really love the brown because I actually spilled a little bit of coffee while I was driving, and I'm like, you can't even see it. I mean, it's the perfect color for moms when you have your coffee and you're spilling things all over you. It all blends in. You wouldn't even know. So anyway, I'm gonna head into Trader Joe's and we're gonna get this fall cozy party going. So many goodies in here. All right, let me do a little Trader Joe's haul. Okay, I just hooked up my mic to the camera. I did not bring my mic with me in the car, so if the audio sounds better, now that's why. Okay, so Trader Joe's. The first and my favorite thing are these pumpkin cookies. They're so good, and I try to steer clear of things like this year round, but it's so tough in the fall. These pumpkin ones are so good. It's like a better version of an Oreo and then pumpkin. It's just so good. And then I also picked up lunch for myself. I got the sesame salmon salad, so that looked really good. So I'm gonna eat that here in just a little bit. And then I got some pumpkin bread muffin mix. I don't know if I'm gonna do a pumpkin bread or muffins yet. We'll see. I don't know, maybe I can split it in half. I'll see how much is actually in here, but
you gotta do a pumpkin bread or muffin or something. So I got that mix. And then I also got a couple of these butternut squash mac and cheeses. I thought this would be something that Ellie would really like. And I thought, ooh, this would be really good. I have this chicken sausage that I just got grocery shopping over the weekend that I thought that would be really good in this. So I got a couple of those. And then, okay, the girl who was checking me out at the cash register, she was raving about this. It's the Autumn Harvest Soup. It's creamy tomato with pumpkin and butternut squash. Y'all, she was talking this up. She was like, this is the best thing I've ever had. She went back and bought 5 more. She bought them for her friends, her family. Like, she really talked this up. So I'm pretty excited about it. She said she just had it with some bread, like toasted bread. Amazing. So I'm very excited for this. And last thing, I got my favorite cherry sour ale. I love this stuff. It is so good. This is definitely a treat. So got more of this, but that's it. I didn't go crazy. Ooh, I gotta show you the pumpkins though. I put them on the front porch, hang on. I kept it simple, but super cute. They had some really unique pumpkins. So I spent a lot of time picking these ones out. I'm very excited about them. And then I also got some flowers. I might move those. They kind of feel like shunned over there in the corner. So I might find a better spot. But I'm very excited about my pumpkins. I should probably add in Ellie's little painted pumpkin that she did at the farm the other day. But super cute. My little fall wreath. Got our pumpkins, our flowers that I need to find a better spot for, but keeping it simple. Y'all, this is like real life, realistic front porch fall decor. I clearly do not go overboard, and you know what? This is real life, just keep it simple. The other thing I was thinking about was the fall candles. I know I mentioned earlier that I really wanted to stock up and get some yummy fall holiday candles, but I think the more I was thinking about it, I'm gonna wait until Bath and Body Works does like a half off, or, you know, they do those big crazy sales every so often. And I feel like one is coming up. So I think I'm gonna hold off and wait. And normally we don't really do candles throughout the year. I know they're not great for you. I'm all for essential oils, and that's normally what we do throughout the year, but fall, it just feels different. Like, you have to have a cozy pumpkin candle. So, and especially through Christmas, like, you gotta have the candles. So I think I'm gonna hold off and wait until there's a big sale and I can stock up on several for the rest of the year. And I don't know why I'm just now mentioning this, but I got a tattoo like 3 days ago. So this is my wedding date with my husband, obviously, and he got one on the back of his arm, so we're matching. So mine is a little bit smaller on my arm, and then his fills up his entire arm, so it's a little bit bigger, but I'm very excited about this. I'm very happy with how it turned out. I really love it. So I have a really tiny little 1-inch cross on my foot. It's tough to count that as like a real tattoo. So this is my first like serious, real tattoo, but I'm very excited about it. I really, really love it. It's something that Andy and I had thought about doing for a while. We had talked about it for over a couple years at this point. So we had the weekend together to celebrate our anniversary. My mom was in town, had Ellie Rose, and so we decided, let's just do it. Like, let's go for it. Why not? So we kind of spur of the moment decided to throw in getting tattoos to our little day date that we had last weekend. So really fun. It was really, really special, and I'm excited about it. So that's the big update here, I guess. Now, I think I'm gonna get some work done. I need to finish up a video that's going up this week. I need to make a thumbnail, answer a couple emails, things like that. Then I'll probably eat my salmon salad that I'm so excited for, and we'll go from there. All right, I had my salmon salad, which was amazing. I finished up Thursday's video, created the thumbnail for it, so that video is ready to go. And then I also got to chat with a friend of mine on a Zoom call, so that was really fun. Now I have about an hour, hour and a half until preschool pickup. So there's a couple things that I wanted to share. One, I mentioned the whole candle situation. So in the meantime, before I go out and buy all of my fall candles, I'm gonna keep using my favorite essential oil. This is the Santal Aroma. I guess it's technically not an essential oil. I think it's more of a fragrance oil, but it's still really, really good. So, it's just the perfect fall, woodsy, like, it's just warm and cozy, and this is what I want all fall and all winter. So even if I don't end up getting any fall candles, this fragrance right here is amazing. I'll have it linked down below. It wasn't cheap. I want to say it was around $30 for this, but they last forever. You know, I've had this since last year. So amazing. So I'm going to go put this on, and that way when I come home from preschool pickup, it is like, oh, it's just gonna smell like fall in here. Another thing I wanted to share is about the little devotional that I did with Ellie this morning. This is something that we've started doing at breakfast. So I found this on Amazon. I would say it's probably best for like kindergarten and up, like kindergarten to like second grade, like that kind of age. So it's a little past where Ellie's at. So I do have to kind of reword things sometimes, but overall, I love this for preschoolers. So it has these two little paragraphs, like a little, lesson, and then it comes with a Bible verse attached with whatever the lesson is, and then a prayer that you can repeat. So it's really simple. It takes less than 5 minutes. Like I can do it in 2 minutes, or I can really expand on this and have it take 10 minutes, And one thing that I've started doing, so it has the verse written up here, but I really like actually opening my Bible and actually reading God's word with her. So that's one thing I really love. So I pair these two together and I love it. It really is the sweetest part of our day. And the reason I started doing this in the mornings is I really wanted to shift our morning routine, because up until, a couple of weeks ago, we started doing this. Our morning routine was she would get breakfast and want the TV on. That was just the first thing in the morning, every single morning. Turn a show on. Can I watch a show? Can I watch a movie? We did that for so long. And it was really a couple of months ago that I felt really convicted about it, because it was starting our morning out with TV. And I was like, I really want to change that. I just don't like the way our home feels first thing in the morning. It doesn't feel peaceful, and it can affect Ellie's behavior for the day. It's just not starting our day off in the best way, and it's not starting our day out with Jesus. So I made the decision. I was like, you know what? In order to change a habit, you need to replace that habit with a new habit. So I didn't want to just cold turkey tell her no more TV in the morning. Like, we're not watching TV as soon as you wake up. Because I knew, like, it's a habit. It's not going to go very well if I just make that shift out of the blue. So I got this devotional and I waited until it came in the mail. And I told Ellie, this morning we're going to do something different and we're going to do something new. And she was really excited, and she didn't even ask about the TV. And since then, again, we've done this for almost 3 weeks now. And she hasn't asked to watch TV, because this is how we start our morning, and this has become our new routine. This has become the habit that she really looks forward to. So we sit here at the table, eat breakfast, and we go through her little devotional. And I'll read this morning's, or maybe it was yesterday's, was really good. It was about God being our comfort. And it said, there are many ways that we can make ourselves feel better when we're sad. And to get her a little more engaged, I'll stop, with each sentence or every couple sentences and ask her a question like, have you ever felt sad? When have you felt sad before? And she'll tell me in her little 3-year-old explanation when she felt sad and what made her sad. It's really cute. And sometimes things can help us feel better, like playing and music. And, the examples they give are geared towards maybe a 5-year-old. I know I mentioned that. So I'll change some of the things like, sometimes playing in our playroom can make us feel better. And, but the very best comfort of all is when we get to talk to God. Did you know that God understands all of your troubles? Remember that He created you and sees you every day. And it just goes on. And then the verse was 2 Corinthians 1:3-5. And the prayer was just thanking God that He always takes care of us and that He's always with us. So really, really cool. And again, it takes us like 2 minutes. Even if I'm in a hurry, I still try to take those 2 minutes and we'll go through this together. And she repeats the prayer after me. And I can really tell that our days feel more peaceful. I can't even explain it. And having her repeat God's word, repeat this prayer, engage in the little lesson that it has in the little message, it's so impactful. And it's crazy how something that takes 2 minutes, it's one Bible verse, one little prayer that's one sentence long, it can affect our entire day. And I love being able to set that example for my 3.5, almost 4-year-old now. And it's a really cool thing. So I wanted to share this because that was one thing that I wasn't quite sure, like, what's age appropriate? How do I share God's word with my preschooler in a way that's age appropriate for her, that she's going to comprehend, that she's going to be engaged with? And so now when we sit down with our little devotional, she gets so excited and she'll even ask for it. Like, Mommy, come sit down. We have to do our devotional. So it's really sweet and really special. So if you're looking for a new morning routine and just a better way to start your day with your kids, your preschooler, whether they're in elementary school, I'll have this link down below. It was from Amazon. I scrolled through a lot of different options and I really feel like this was the best one because it was the shortest and it felt like the most kid-friendly for, like, geared towards little kids. There were a lot geared towards preteens and, I just had a hard time finding preschool devotionals. And I feel like this is a good one. So you may have to change some of the examples, to be a little more 3-year-old. But apart from that, I love this. And I think it's a great way to connect with your kids first thing in the morning and really make Christ the center of your day, because that's how you're starting your day. And then we also end our day with a different kids Bible. So we read a kids Bible at night and then this devotional in the morning. A lot of things. I just feel like the Lord has really been shifting the culture of our home recently. And I just feel like we're in a really sweet season and stepping into some really exciting things. So this is one small thing that I feel like has actually been a huge impact. So I wanted to share it. All right, another thing I want to chat about is our next Disney trip. I've mentioned in other vlogs how I'm feeling about going to Disney so frequently and wanting to start scaling back a little bit instead of going every 6 to 8 weeks like we have been this past year, which again, it's crazy to say that out loud. I'm like, what in the world? But we do have a trip planned in November. So this will be our Christmas trip. We're going to the Christmas party. It's just going to be me and Ellie. I'm not going to do a big formal trip announcement video. I decided to stop doing those just for safety and privacy reasons, just to set some boundaries and feel a little more secure on those trips, especially when I travel alone with Ellie, you know what I mean? I will share that we are going to the Christmas party, which I'm very excited about. We have never done any of the holiday parties before, so I really am looking forward to it. But something different that I think I'm gonna do on this trip, actually, I definitely will do. I have decided I don't think I'm going to vlog this trip. I am gonna vlog the Christmas party, so I do wanna share that. Just that's something new and exciting and fun that, I've never been able to share on my channel before. So I am excited to share about the Christmas party. But other than that, I don't think I'm gonna vlog this trip. It has been so long since actually, you know what? I think I've only ever taken one Disney trip in the past 5 years where I haven't vlogged. And that was before I started my channel, right before I started. And since then, I have brought my camera with me on every single trip. And I'm reaching a point now where the idea of sharing more things like this on my channel feels really exciting. And I do want to do like a little life update, channel update, maybe in a separate video where I go a little more in depth. But that's kind of what I'm feeling about our next Disney trip in November. Again, I'm very excited about it, but I'm more excited to not vlog it other than the Christmas party. And I might do a room tour, that one too, but that doesn't require a full day of having my camera out, you know what I mean? So that'll be, something a little less time consuming that I can still share. Then those are still really fun to do. But I'm looking forward to just enjoying being there with my daughter and not having my camera out. This past trip that I took in September, it was all three of us, me and my husband and my 3.5-year-old. I decided to, well, with the exception of one of the days, but other than that, I did half-day vlogs, and it was really refreshing. And I think a lot of times I forget that, oh, this is my channel. These are my videos. I can make this whatever I want to make it, you know? And I've definitely felt the pressure in the past that I've got to get as much content as possible. I've got to be filming at all times. I've got to do reviews and just room tours and vlogs and just get enough B-roll to make more videos when I get home, and just putting so much pressure on myself. And I'm like, why am I putting so much pressure? So this is supposed to be fun. And the second I'm not having fun doing it, I think that's a cue that I need to start scaling back a little bit and potentially share more content like this. Like, this is really fun, just relaxed, low key. Like, this is just what my day looks like every day here at home. We're not at Disney, we're not doing anything extravagant or fancy, it's like my daughter's at preschool and come with me to Trader Joe's, So this is really fun. And I feel like I get to just hang out with you guys, and there's just no pressure with it. And I love it. It's really fun. So that's a little update on kind of what I'm feeling for this next Disney trip. And then after that, again, I know I've shared this in other videos now too, but we don't have any other trips booked. I'm sure I'll book something, in the near future after we get back from our November trip. But I used to be scrambling to always be booking something and always having, 1 to, if not 3 trips on the calendar at a time. It's just so insane. Feels very refreshing to not be scrambling to book something, if that makes sense. And really embracing my role as a wife and a mom and just being present at home. It just feels like, yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And these are the kind of videos that really breathe life into me, into my channel. I want the videos I share to feel more life-giving. And I want to be able to share more of who I am, because it definitely feels like I'm starting to feel a little more disconnected from Disney. And again, I'll share more in another, life update, channel update kind of video where I can explain a little bit more. But just to give a little bit of context as to why I'm not planning on vlogging our November trip, I'm still excited. I'm still gonna have a great time. But I'm looking forward to more of these kind of videos. The Lord is just really shifting things in my heart, shifting the culture of our home. It's really exciting and refreshing. And I'm starting to feel like me again. And I feel like this past year, I got very lost in the shuffle and busyness of Disney and doing Disney content. And taking a step back now, I'm like, that's not me. It's not fulfilling. And I want to stay so open-handed to the Lord with my channel, with my Instagram, with, social media, just the whole idea of social media. I just want to be so open-handed about it. And if there's ever a time where I feel like the Lord wants me to be done, then I want to be okay with that. And I want to be so secure and confident in my identity in Christ that I would be okay to say, okay, delete, it's done. But at least for the time being, and right now, I do feel like the Lord is calling me to be here. And I'm really looking forward to branching out and doing more videos like this. So I feel like I'm getting a little redundant at this point, but stay tuned for a longer life update, channel update video that'll be coming very soon. And yeah, I really want to do just a longer sit down video where I can share more of my heart and share kind of the vision that I have for this channel and the kind of space that I want this to be. So yeah, I'm trying not to get too much into it in this video. This is a cozy fall vlog, Bekah. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. And if this is the very first video of mine that you are seeing, you stumbled in at a really great pivotal point in my channel. So I'd love for you to stick around and hang out for more vlogs just like this one. Definitely let me know down below in the comments what other kind of videos you would want to see from me outside of Disney vlogs. I would be very, very curious to see what other kind of content you guys enjoy watching. So let me know, but thank you again. Give this video a thumbs up and I will see you in my next one. Bye.